So I've made over 250 tutorials for y'all on my channel where I make beats from scratch. And usually my goal with those beats is to really go crazy and inspire y'all in as many different ways as possible when it comes to the melody, sample making, and laying down the drums, all that stuff, man. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. Most of the beats that I make on my channel, I usually overcomplicate a bit just to kind of impress y'all, you feel me? Give y'all a lot of different ways on how you can improve your melodies and show y'all all sorts of tips and tricks in just one beat. But yeah, off camera, I also make beats, right? And lately I've been kind of trying to make my beats or keep my beats a bit simpler to send out to artists, for example, since the beats that are being used on major artists' albums and all that stuff are usually a lot simpler than the beats that I make in my videos. So in today's video, I also received this comment on a video, an older video of mine, where someone asked me if I could make a beat starting out with drums. I've already did that once on my channel, so I figured I'd just combine all those ideas into today's video. I'm gonna start a beat with drums, try something new, and I'm gonna try to keep the beat as simple as possible, or at least placement ready. Just a beat that I can send out to an artist, which is, you feel me, a bit simpler. So I'm gonna just try something new today, and I'm gonna take y'all with me in the, I'm just get right into it, man. Let's do it. So I rarely start off my beats with drums. Most of the time I just like the sample making a bit more than laying down the drums, since I can be a bit more creative when laying down the sample, and since I like to make my own melodies. So let's go for 161 BPM and dirkey.shop, man. All my drum kits, all the drum sounds that I'm gonna be using in today's video. I usually do the drums like at the end of my videos. But yeah, y'all know where to go. dirkey.shop, man. Got my Have a Cent drum kit, Make Believe collection, and Rookie Season drum kit. These are the sounds that I'm going to be using in today's beat and in all of my beats, man. Yeah, so since I want to make something like industry ready, like a little placement beat, let's go for a spins out of my Make Believe collection. My bad, y'all, bro. Like, I use this snare in almost every single one of my beats, but it just works. Also, grab a hi-hat from my Have a Cent drum kit. Use something like this. So we already got the essential sounds loaded up. You feel me? We got the spins, we got a snare, and we got a hi-hat. So now I'm gonna just try to build some sort of, I don't know, like catchy drum pattern, I guess. Spice up the snare pattern a bit by adding this snare in between. Let's add a hi-hat to it now. Just start out with the two-step. I might complement this later a bit, like fine-tune it, but for now I'm gonna just start out with maybe some basic rolls. I like to use the third step and the 1/6 beat right here. Next, I like to pitch down some notes in the second part. Pitch this one as well. Do Alt or Option R to randomize some of the notes. I don't want to go all out on the drums yet. I'm working in F minor, of course, since the 808 is an instrument as well. Let's try something. Pretty repetitive. Like, most of these industry beats are usually pretty simple when it comes to the 808 pattern. Ooh. Okay. Most of my drum sounds in my my kits are already leveled to how I would usually mix them. So just turn the 808 up all the way to really make it slap, man. For the ones asking what's on my master, I just have a soft clipper on there. Okay, let's grab maybe 2 open hats. Also get a simple one. My Rookie Season drum kit, these 2 right here. Alright, there's a lot of movement to it. Just adding this on every second bar. Okay. Hold on, what if we... Ooh, try panning some of the open hats, maybe? I want to use this one as the main impact. Turn this down a bit, pan it to the right, maybe. Well, that's crazy, bro. Okay, let's get a counter snare. Fire. one more sound to it, and then let's move on to the melody. Think it right here. It's very subtle. Yeah, maybe a little delay on the percussion. So let's move on to the sample now. We can go in any direction, but since we're using like a little spins with like a dark pattern, I think it's only right to go for a little bit more, you feel me, like a little aggressive, little dark beat. Let's go into these keys right here. I ain't used to making beats like this, but it might turn out fire, you feel me? I'm just build layers, you feel me, on top of each other. Start out with this, next I added this. Let's actually go into that 808 pattern right here, and maybe use this as the root notes. Just a little copy of that 808 pattern in this sample right here. Something pretty repetitive, like, see how it sounds with the 808 pattern? Yeah, it matches perfectly. Still fairly simple, but that placement shit, feel me? Okay, let's try something. Let's turn off that delay in the preset, and let's actually render this out. Take the root notes out in that pattern that we pitched up. So now we have the original and the ones that we pitched up an octave without the root notes. That's what I mean. It would be fucked up if we still had the root notes in this layer right here. Like the root notes would get all over the place, but we just have the top melody. So let's see if we can actually chop this up a bit different so it suits the other original melody better, so we can use this as a counter melody. Actually, I think it sounds good how it is. Leave it like this. And of course we took out the delay and the reverb, so I'm gonna just EQ it, compress it, and add some delay and reverb to it. Just some subtle EQing. And also add some compression to it. We can push the gain on the compressor right here. Make sure to turn this down. And it introduces some distortion from the compressor. Just adds another, like, add some warmth to it. Sounds really good. Little shaper box. Gonna mess the sound up a bit. Decapitated, just another layer of distortion. And some vintage verb. Or some depth. That's different, bro. That's different. That's hard. I think some sort of pluck sound will go crazy on this. Some sort of synth, classic, digital. Go for this right here. It's a preset that I wouldn't usually go for, but let's try, man. Going for something unique. Let's cut out those sharp frequencies. Right here. Push that presence a bit. Just add some reverb to it. That's hard. It's hard. Hey, so at this point, it's really all about complementing the main melody. So let's go into Omnisphere again and look for some sort of synth. Go analog vibes. Yeah, let's go for this. Let's match this preset. It's crazy. Y'all see what I'm looking for, right? Ooh. It's fire. Something like that. it would be crazy if it kind of floats around your head from left to right. EQ it first. And boost some of the frequencies that I think sound good in the preset. That's usually my thought process when EQing sounds. So it floats from left to right. If you turn the mix down to like 60%. And let's also put a little vintage verb on there. Just turn it down a bit. EQ one more time. That's it. I feel like a little grand piano could bring this to life a bit more. Let's see what we can do. Just copy these root notes from the 808. It's a bit basic, so let's spice this up a bit. Create some sort of rhythm. Extend some notes though. It's just the root notes in different octaves. So let's add a little top line on this as well in a separate pattern. I don't want the grand piano to be the main sound, so I'm gonna just turn it down a bit. Maybe pan the root notes to the left and pan the top line to the right later on, but let's add a top line first. Hold on, but these harmony notes, bro, that's crazy. As I can see, the velocity's turned up all the way. I want this piano to sound really harsh, really sharp. Alright, it's mixed horrible right now. It's not even mixed at all. But I like how it sounds, like how aggressive it sounds, the piano. Kind of stereoize the piano a bit. Pan the root notes out to the left a bit. I send these to one mixer track so we can process it right here. Let me put the effects on one mixer track instead of both. And of course, the harmony notes, the top line is the best part, man. The lower root notes just add a bit of body to it. Let's add a lot of compression on this, make it sound really ugly. Hell yeah. Keep it very dry. Make it sound as ugly as possible. So, that's crazy. Man, that's crazy, bro. Let me arrange this real quick and see if we can add anything else or if it's done, man. It's some real Boston Richie shit, bro. Crazy. Actually, I just arranged it. I feel like that's all we need. Like, we kept this beat so simple. I made this in 30 minutes. I usually spent like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours on my videos, bro. So I get how this video might have been a bit less entertaining, but I hope that the information that I gave you in today's video is useful. You feel me? Y'all get what I mean, and y'all still learn something. So, this is the final beat, man. Little intro right here. Little 8-bar intro with the drums next to 8-bar. Give him a little intro right here, second part. Starts off simple. Of course, the craziest sound of the beat. Top line. The grand piano right here comes in second part of the hook. And I like to copy the sounds that I'm using in the second part of the hook into the first part of the verse. Transition's really nice. So that's it for today's video. Once again, really want to thank y'all for watching the video all the way to the end. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment on what kind of videos y'all want to see next, just like this video, to get featured in a future video. If you like the drum sounds that I use in today's video or in any of my beats, any of my videos, make sure to check the first link down in the description, dirkey.shop. Got all my sound kits on there. Also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram and join my Discord community. I'm gonna have it all linked down in the description down below. And that's all I got for today's video. So I'm gonna catch you on the next video, man. I'm out.